What would you do if I told you that you are supposed to have an abundant mindset? That is, the scarcity mindset that you've got today has actually been taught to you, and your true self has a more abundant mindset than you can even envision yourself. What we got to do is think back our ancestors. If you trace back your DNA and go back to your roots, you'll find the same thing as everybody else. People that were hunting for food, when they found the food, they didn't just store it away for later, they ate it. And once they ate it, they were like, okay, I'm hungry now. What do? They went out to get more. I tell you this story because it is literally in your DNA to be abundant. To have what you want today, eat it, and go out and get more. To relate that back to a business environment, let's say you own a service-based business and you're doing sales with a client. The client's not working out and they're not really pushing it too well. If you stop being all needy and trying to push it, you're showing that you have scarcity on your life instead of showing that you have the abundance. Somebody in an abundance mindset will be thinking, look, I'm glad that you're not going to essentially waste my time. I can now go and find a client that's happy working with me, potentially higher paying, and is actually going to do something well to help you grow your business even further. If somebody doesn't want to work with you and you start fighting it and you push your scarcity mindset onto them, it's just going to backfire and it's just not going to work. There's just no benefit in doing that. But if you find the positive light in a negative situation, look, just because I'm not working with this client anymore, it doesn't mean that I can't go out and get another one that's a little bit better. Let's just say your contractor's not doing very good work. That doesn't mean that you have to sulk around and be like, oh no, panic, I have to do it now myself. That's not what it means. It means that you've got that feedback, so now you can go and get a better contractor. You know what to look out for, things that they're not going to do good at, and you know how to make that a positive for yourself. It's about finding the negative, finding the positives in a loss. You've lost something, great. Now how can you improve on that? How can you build on that and make it something good? Because you'll have more time, you'll have more energy to get things done. And that brings me on to another point, all about time management, right? Let's say that one of your scarcity things is you're worried about time and you're like, oh, I need to get everything done today because otherwise I'm not going to be able to do it. Firstly, you're going to hit burnout pretty quickly, but about avoiding that. When you free up some of your time, you'll realize how much time you already had. Time that you may have been wasting on stuff that you didn't need to do. As an example for myself, up until just a couple days ago, I was undoing my supplements every morning and I realized, well, hold on, that was taking me maybe 4 or 5 minutes to do every day, get my supplements out and take them. So what did I do? I moved it 1 day a week. It's going to be a Sunday. I put it in like a little pill pot and in the morning, put it in my hand, put it down. And it takes 30 seconds instead of that 5 minutes. I now have so much more time that I wouldn't have found before if I was thinking, look, I just have to do everything right now. Take a step back, free up some time for yourself and realize that this time does exist. It is there. You can make the most of it. You just need to work on making sure that you use the best of your time possible. Next thing that I'm going to tell you about is about media, about why you have to avoid media if you wish to have an abundant mindset. Now, to think about what the media does, especially advertisements, it's all about selling stuff to you. So marketers will generally use a scarcity tactic. They'll say, oh, you've only got 6 or 12 hours to do this, or an offer runs out in 5 days. A lot of the time it's true, but that offer is going to come back anyway in a couple of months. It doesn't matter. If you rush to get it, if you go and you just run and go and get it, that's a scarcity mindset in stock. Instead of having that abundance where you're like, it doesn't matter. I will find something in the future. Leave it for now. I'm not in the rush. But when you allow yourself to be surrounded by advertisements and this scarcity tactic hitting you like this, it adds the fact that you have scarcity and you do not have an abundance mindset. So in order to have an abundance mindset, you have to get rid of the advertisements, get rid of the things that are pushing the scarcity mindset onto you. Another thing that I want to tell you about is focusing on the long term, the big picture. Now what a lot of people do, they focus on working, how can I make money today? How can I grow my business today? Not thinking about how can I make it so in the future I'm going to have the biggest business in my industry, or whatever it is, the goal that you're trying to reach. You have to think about the big picture. Think long term, right? If you're thinking about now, then you're saying to yourself, I don't have a lot of time, I'm not going to have a lot of energy, I'm not going to this and this and this in the future. That's not a thing, right? We don't know what's happening in the future. Maybe in the future you become super energetic, your time frees up even more, whatever it may be. But if you have a scarcity mindset, you're going to have all of these things working against you where you think that you can't achieve these things. And believe me, you can achieve these things if you have an abundance mindset. if you believe that these things already exist in the world. You just have to open up and receive it for you. And the last way to really achieve that abundance mindset and work on your mindset in general is being surrounded by people who are trying to do the same thing. And that's why I've gone ahead and created a free Facebook community group all for the subscribers and followers of my content. I'm going to leave the link down below in the pinned post. If you are somebody that's trying to improve your mindset, especially as an entrepreneur, I would urge you to join the community, get to know some of the people there, and look out for the exclusive content that I post every couple of days. Right? Being surrounded by someone that's trying to do the same thing is going to benefit you because it's going to show you exactly what somebody else is doing and how you can do the same thing. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. More importantly, subscribe so I can give you more Mindset for Entrepreneur content. Now, my name is Reece, and I'll see you again on Sunday for a new video.